Alright, it's time for a Darius game. I will be playing this one against a Shyvana here, which should be fine for me matchup-wise, to be honest. I have a pretty good time fighting the Shyvana. I'm not too worried about that. Otherwise, lanes here are all pretty good for me because they're fairly immobile champions. Usually, if you're picking Darius jungle, that is ideally what you'd want to look for. So, yeah, very immobile champs makes things pretty nice and easy. Place my ward over here, have some defensiveness, and we're going to start red. I'll clear it down because I think that these will have quite a bit of pressure and backside mid ganks with a Galio engage on the taunt. On the Ori should be pretty free as well. So this angle is quite nice for that. Also, like, kind of starting red as a thing. That helps you in potential going for like a level 3 top if I wanted to do that. I doubt that's going to be a move here. I think Warwick's just going to hold too much pressure, but we'll see how the things go. We will see. Darius is one of these champions that doesn't really get played in the jungle, but he's actually a very good jungler because, well, obviously he's a very good skirmish fighter, right? Like really, really good, especially after level 6. But also his clear speed, due to his bleed damage, is actually really high. So you can really get some good clear speed numbers in there on Darius. I think... yeah, I was about to say, I think I have to do one more auto attack there. Started the walk a little early. Darius, with this champ, you definitely want to try to use your bleed damage as much as you can. Try to kill camps effectively, pulling them out, like walking away and letting the bleed kill stuff can save you a large amount of time in your clear speed. So that's definitely something to think about. The bot pressure is indeed there as I expected. I might be looking to insta-run bot then after this situation, after I clear these, and see if I can maybe make something happen there because of the amount of pressure there is currently. Should be fine. It's not fine because I missed a hit there. I'll finish it off. It's fine. I'm gonna bot now. On my way. Take the E, of course, since we're gonna go for the bot gank. If you want to just purely clear, it's double point Q. But this should be a decent engage here in a second. I don't think there's any wards placed just yet, so we're just gonna focus on this. I'm gonna ghost here as well. That's one, and then we just go for Soraka. Right here, I'm not insta-eing, because I want to, like, wait a little. Walk ahead of it. Good flash. I'm gonna die. I'm not dead. Okay, that was close. Her flash came in, like, last possible second, so that was pretty reasonable. I respect it. I'm assuming that's flash heal down. But they should definitely be recalling. Okay, not too bad. I'm gonna get this here, and we'll pick up a longsword for now. Definitely like getting boots relatively early here. Not gonna wait for any like significant amount of HP, just enough. Warwick maybe has that, but probably cannot overextend. Right now, obviously, my clear, like, I have to just, you know, keep clearing. I obviously skip my bot side to go for this bot gank because the pressure was enough. So they used all their summoners on bot lane, I believe. Just a good angle on it, not too bad at all. I try to hold my E as long as possible in case they like flash and I can pull them back in. That was pretty free. But this Soraka like was very patient, held her flash very well. So that was a very respectable move for the way she played that to survive it barely. If I was able to get like one hit from one of my teammates, she would have died to the bleed. But yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, I do have to really finish the rest of my camps because my Krugs are going to respawn soon. And my bot side is up right now, obviously, since I skipped it. So I need to just, like, really get through it right now. Instead of, like, instantly trying to gank again. There's not the greatest options either. So, yeah. Not bad. This is gonna spawn in a second. I'd rather clear it in one line. That's down. We're probably gonna have to danger ping here. Might be a mid kill. Just wait for this to spawn for, like, 5 seconds. Instead of running up and then running back down, so I can have them respawn in a more reasonable way. Missed one. Alright. Clear this, and then we'll look for the reset soon again, I think. Warwick is indeed chilling, as I suspected, so that's completely fine. Just gonna clean this up quickly. A lot of aggression on bot there. Should work, I think. Caitlyn has nothing, but oh, she actually has barrier back. Unfortunate. Trinity Force first item here. Phage first, sorry. The reason we go Phage first is because of the movement speed. It's very nice. I think here I just go Dragon, probably. The wave should push back a bit here in a second, and I also think Shyvana might be looking. But I will be running bot towards Drake as well. I think Shyvana might be actually doing it at the moment. Could be possible. Stopping to hit the ward, maybe not the best idea in case she is indeed doing it. She is not doing it. She is here. Okay. Alright, this Soraka's just confirmed dead now. That's fine. No, why did you go for him? What are you doing? She had flash still. That's very interesting. They're chasing Soraka. I suppose at this point I should push the wave out then. Because if I don't shove the wave here, they could be in trouble, and I don't want that either. That was the stupidest smite of my entire existence, by the way. That was dumb. That was real dumb. Because now I don't have smite for dragon. I just, like, out of reflex did that to shove the wave as fast as possible to make sure it doesn't, like, awkwardly do anything there. Obviously, Void Gobs. Am I still doing this? I guess I am. I don't think she's going to try to contest it, so I think I should be fine. But the fact that I used my smite the way I did is really, 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 really bad. So that is definitely don't do that. Just like an instant reflex to push the wave as fast as physically possible to get that done. Yeah, this is bad. I don't have smite now, so that's literally on me completely. Please don't cost me, please don't cost me, please don't cost me. Yes, this is something I don't understand though. Knowing I don't have smite, he still doesn't want to hit the dragon with me, which is definitely not good. Alright, I mean, this is fine. Obviously, stupid smite, very stupid smite, but it's okay. I do have to now just full clear. I need to get my camps done, because I spent that time just ganking bot again, and then obviously doing dragon, so... There is a chance here that if Shyvana's like real smart about it, she just takes my entire top side now. Which did just get scouted a little bit by this guy, so... I feel like at that point she should probably be bot side right now. I cannot be bot lane here because I have to keep clearing, so I'd like basically just pray they don't hard int. Is she gonna do any of these? This is still up, so it should be looking okay. I do not like this aggression right now. This is not good. I'm very far away from them, and Shyvana is very likely to be bot lane right now. Top lane is just chilling. That's yeah, there it is. I typed it and pinged it as much as possible. If they die here, it's just extremely sad. But I did everything I could there to make them aware, and if they don't listen and die, that it's on them. It looks like they did survive and didn't over-aggress. That's very nice. It at least helped a little bit. In this scenario, because she's bot, I know her blue is actually up. So I might be able to take that. I have a bit of time to go and take her top side. I believe it should be up at this stage. Because she only has like red here. I do have a Galio ult, so that's pretty solid backup. I think I'm just gonna do blue, let her do wolves, and then let her walk into me in this position. I think that is the move here. We're gonna try to use as little skills as possible, so we are ready for it. I'm gonna sweep now, because I think this is about the time Shyvana should show up. Wait for her to walk into me here, basically. Pull her into it. And finish her off. Very good. Nice. Heavily body blocked there, though, but very good. That is exactly what I was waiting for. She was obviously, like, going into her path towards top side. I have Galio ult follow up. I hold my E until she flashes, and then I pull her back into the Galio ult, and it's completely free. Not gonna dive this. I have a lot of gold. I have my Trinity Force on the recall, so I should recall right now. And then my camps are basically going to be respawning again. I could consider the bot gank, but I do have 46 seconds on Void Grubs. So if I just clear like bot half and go Void Grubs and deny the 6, that could be decent. I've already like done a decent number on their bot lane. So it should be fine. I wonder how much I can actually take here though, actually. My Galio is not taking the reset at the moment, which is going to cost me pressure towards the Void Grubs. Max E second. Shyvana mid. Okay. Soraka also mid. Galio does have TP. I clear this and I go here. That's a TP coming in, exactly, okay. It's decent silence. We're gonna have to move quickly here. I'm maybe a couple of seconds later than I want it to be. Gonna ghost here. That's one, and then we just continue here. It's good, and that's two. And then I just go Void Grubs because I'm not going to chase the Soraka. It's not worth it. Very solid. I was able to make that happen. Clean it up at the end there. Very, very nice. Galio had TP and everything, so solid for us. Absolutely. Good. We do this. 30 seconds on Dragon. I realistically have to reset for that right now. If I do my topside camps now, I'd be too late to the Dragon, which would obviously be really bad. In this game, I think it is just gonna be... I think a Steel Cap's angle is fine here, actually. Murek's not really needed here. I delayed a little bit on that buy, but I should be fine. I have enough time to make it a Dragon before they can contest it. Alright, good. Good, good, good. Next item here is going to be a Deadman's Blade, by the way. That's what we're going to be looking for. Is she going to try to run down? I have a Galio ult, so I'm not too worried about like face checking stuff. It's fine. Gonna get rid of the plant here. Could try to start this. Pull it out of the pit a bit so they can't easily engage on it, and then I should just be able to hit it. I don't think they get to contest this one ever. I don't think they're gonna try. But I don't also not want to have it like in the middle here. Like just around the corner is ideally what we're looking for on the position. I like Rakan's thought process here. I like this. This is good. Just gonna walk it into the bush here real quick. Okay, Shyvana's topside. There is a wave there, but we just dive Caitlyn here, I think. That's TP use. That's completely fine. Just a free TP. Not a problem. Just take the free TP and we leave. Let's go Shyvana mid here. Wait in the bush. She's gonna ult over now. Yeah. Galio should have walked into the position instead of trying to do what that was. Because he walked like that, it's just a bit weird. She has ult, she can get out of it, but if he cuts her off and just walks at her, that would have been much more free. It's okay though. Right here, I take this camp, and right now what I'm seeing me do is I'm pressuring Shyvana's camps at all times. I want to try to really deny her the chance of getting anything. As much as I can, at least. Finish that one off, and then we just check her wolves. Check the blue. And then we do Rift Herald right after this, essentially. Trying to live as much in Shyvana's jungle as possible to expand the lead. I think I'd rather go for the Rift Herald here because this set is 0 and 5. So he's going to be like worth 100 gold. Not ideal. That's definitely not something you're really looking for, you know? Just securing a Rift Herald is going to be worth 200 gold for me, basically, if I get to solo it. If I don't, if he shows up and he takes 50 gold for me, that's fine, but yeah. It's worth more than the kill on set at this stage, for sure. 150. That's a bit iffy. Yeah, the problem here is I can get Orianna ulted, and this is not looking too good. I think he's dead. Yeah, sorry, but I basically just got zoned by 2 people in that stage, and I couldn't really walk back into it unless I wanted to tank a free Orianna ult into like a potential turn on me, which is just a bit too much there, essentially. So that's a pretty good cutoff from the enemy team, I would have to say. I couldn't really walk through that too much. Because if I got it turned on there with like an Ori ult and everything, things end up pretty bad for me. Let's clear my top side half here. Alright, take the reset. Let's go follow this up, Deadman's Plate. I really like to, because I'm not going Stridebreaker here. I want to go Deadman's Plate pretty much always, because that gives enough movement speed to compensate for that. These days, I think Trinity Force is just generally better on Darius. Stridebreaker feels kind of bad, just as an item. Not necessarily on Darius, but just as an item. Trinity Force feels much stronger, so that's why we're doing that. And then I just like to do Ghost with it, obviously. And we also have like Blue Smite and Relentless Hunter and everything. So we should have plenty of movement speed with the Deadman's Plate as well. It's kind of what the way I'm looking at this. Finish off my camps. And then I will walk with my team in this aggressive position. Ideally, I'm looking to use this Rift Shot on one of the side lanes. To be able to push tier 2 turret for 700 gold. Ziggs is a bit far, like with pushing the wave and stuff. I don't know if this is warded or not. It's close. Rakan wasn't paying attention. Flash use, that's fine. We don't have enough wave pressure here, and Rakan didn't pay fast enough attention to the Caitlyn. Ziggs is pushing so unbelievably slowly, though. That's something you would not expect from a Ziggs. Just do Dragon here, it's fine. We keep the objective pressure up. I don't want to go commit too hard to a fight there, because let's say we lose the fight. I don't want to lose the Dragon opportunity, so I'd rather play the fight a little bit more passively in that scenario, instead of like over-committing or committing a bit too hard. So we can actually have the objective. I don't like the fight. Like, this is a sad situation because I have to do Dragon. If my team is forcing a fight at the same time, it's just really not ideal. Because if I don't finish Dragon right now, it's be pretty troll. So I really don't like the fact that my team is like trying to play without me. That is definitely not what you want to see. Usually you would want your team to back off in these situations. We're going to try to obviously follow this now. Hit that for a bit of movement speed. I don't have enough damage. Yeah, okay. Yeah, rip. The shield there was pretty brutal at the end. It really needs to not happen. Like, they cannot be fighting like that without me. It's really not good. Me maybe trying to follow it up at the end might not be worth. Like, obviously we have Soraka healing, and then we have the Seraph shield, which definitely did a lot for the Orianna right there. If I was able to get the kill there, I would have been able to reset through the rest of the fight and finish it off. But now my team threw big time, losing the fight earlier as I did Dragon, and then yeah, I kind of died at the end there as well, which is obviously not good. So that turned out quite bad. That's a very favorable trade for the enemy team in that scenario. Okay, it looks like Caitlyn did end up dying, but yeah, it's not what you want to see this. You could argue there that I don't have to commit to that, but if it's technically possible for me to just 1v4 wipe them if I can get an ult reset off. So it's not like far-fetched to try that, but it's a bit suspect for my team not to just do the Dragon with me and then allow me to fight with them instead of trying to do that, obviously. Usually you want to literally backspam ping your team out of plays like that. It's just bad. That's an unfortunate Rift Herald scenario. I'd rather want to place it bot lane, so I'm just going to walk bot here and then place it. I place it like over here. It had to be placed now, so not much of a choice. Oh, you're joking with that one. Slow him. Okay, well, they're both dead at least. Should be able to get a decent Rift Herald push off. Obviously, I want to... Oh, please don't mess that one up. Thank you. As long as he hits the turret, I'm happy. But I'm always worried when laners do this, because usually they have some bad drifting. Galio, why are you running from the Shyvana? Hello! Okay, that's fine. That's a good combination of damage. Smite there for a little bit more damage at the end, just to get it in there. Good. That's not too bad. It's a very solid combination, like Ziggs ult and Galio ult is very painful there for the enemy team. Right here, you basically just want to make sure you get as many Trinity Force procs as possible. So we're using the Sheen procs here with W. I don't really want to like queue it up front here. Should be fine this. We should not do this, by the way. This is way too greedy, Galio. I'm out of like, I don't have ult, I don't have ghost, I don't have anything really. I need to just recall here. Ziggs gets mid turret maybe, but I don't think so. Still though, that fight was solid. I obviously placed the Rift Herald and forced it down Soraka and Seth, which was good, and move from there. They have quite a few magic damage sources, and they're gonna go burn mages as well, so we're just gonna go for Force of Nature. Because they have Liandry's here. This guy's gonna go Liandry's on Shyvana here as well, of course. Soraka has some magic damage. I believe Caitlyn has like a couple of magic damage. I think her net may do magic damage, potentially. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Like, they have sources of magic damage to the point where building Force of Nature is worthwhile. I would like to do this, but we don't have an ADC. And I need to wait for my team to actually be in a better position. I will do that. Red buff should die to bleed damage. So my team gets some team-wide red buff. I obviously will go for this, but it's a little bit like started a tiny bit early with my team being slightly away. And I think getting the red is still worth it regardless. Soul. It's like a team-wide red as I was doing it is very nice. As long as we get soul here, we're looking pretty good. Realistically, I take the reset here actually because I do have an entire item and we have 38 seconds for Dragon. Warg also just reset, Galio reset, so it makes sense to reset with the team there. Actually buy the item and then we move to the Dragon. So that's what we're doing here. 26 seconds on the next biggest play on the map. Okay, my team is going for some aggressive moves though, so I will have to move fast. It's already dying there by the way, but... That's a pretty decent one for you actually. That's fine. Let's just clean up. I should probably not have smited that, but it doesn't matter at this point. I mean, my team won that scenario, but I'm not a big fan of trying to do what they just did without like the full team there, and then also like as dragons about to spawn, because we could have played that a little bit slower, but obviously it works, so it's not too big of a deal. Dragon soul done. Not bad. Let's rotate over to the team real quick. Should be double and hip down here, I believe. It's doable. Shyvana doesn't have like dragon form here, so Ziggs just needs to like hit the inhibitor a bit, and we should be good, and we leave. I don't really have a reason to recall. I can just check the Shyvana's camps right now. Red should be up. Yes, I thought so. And I just like basically take all of her camps now. Make sure she gets nothing. Because like at the moment I don't have like a massive item to buy. I would be buying like a small component. Whereas now with this pressure I can instead push the Shyvana out of her jungle completely. And then just leave nothing for them basically. Or for her. And that's just better. So we're going to make a very nice pass through her entire jungle here. To deny her everything. Good, keep going. That's fine. He timed his shield pretty well. It's not too bad, I suppose. If I stand like right here, they can't walk through me. Ziggs gets the free time to hit the turret and it's just free. Need to make sure they don't get to walk up there. And then we just hit the next turret. I will have to respect Orianna ult a little in this situation. I'm just going to let Ziggs do the ranged hits. Okay, we're going to ghost on this one. Fine. And then we just walk at this guy, kill him. Perfect. That's an engage we can take. Not bad at all. And we should be able to end the game with that one. Whoa. So last items we are looking at here. You can do Sterax. It's definitely one of those items you want to be building on Darius because you are one of the highest base attack damage champs in the entire game. So Sterax is actually very good value. I would definitely recommend going for it in one of these slots. And then the last item, you can do some things. You can do like a Thornmail for more defensiveness or defensiveness in a certain style. Spirit Visits works as well for the same reason. But usually I like going for Warmogs a lot because the extra movement speed from that is good. You can also use the boot slot to sell the Warmogs to make that replacement. Or you can go like Sterax into another tank item, sell the boots for Warmogs, or you can go Jaksho as well as another option / Death's Dance for the more offensive options in those slots. So you can go like Death's Dance Sterax or Sterax Death's Dance and then sell boots for Warmogs at the very end still and kind of have a setup like that. You can sell boots in that case for the Warmogs with this setup. It is definitely doable. But with that being said, that was it for Darius. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so, and I will see you guys in the end game stats. Alright, so for the end game stats here, I ended up doing 18k damage, which is a respectable amount. It's less than these two. They went a little bit more aggressive in certain fights, so they do have a bit more damage output. They also, to be fair here, have laners to hit. I don't really have, like, my damage is just like all in kill damage. I don't really have lane poke. I have no trades in lane, right? So that's a bit of a difference between junglers and laners to have a bit more damage output that way. True damage at 3,800, objective damage at 62.1k, which is really good. Healing done 20k, damage taken at 31.6, also solid. Self-mitigated at another 27.8. Gold earned at 13k, very solid there as well. I was looking at that like 1337. No, it's not the case. Unlucky. I was like hoping for the 9 to be a 3, you know. Caught me like that's what I was looking at basically. Runes wise, here we'll have Hill of Blades. This just applies your bleed a lot faster. It's very good for skirmish fights a lot of the times. Also, this like sets you up with a relentless and everything here. But I really like the hits for this to just stack up your ultimate, your ultimate like one-shot situation with the 5-stack bleed. So that's really good there. Build wise, we're going Trinity Force pretty much always now, and then Deadman's Blade. We have the Relentless, we have the Blue Smite, we have the Ghost. We have enough to compensate to not need like Stride Breaker really, and this is just better damage value essentially. Build wise then, after this you can look for Magic Resist. If they are full AD, you obviously don't look for Magic Resist, you look at things like Thornmail, Death's Dance, etc. That is an option. Usually if I have a reason to go Force of Nature in a build, I will go Force of Nature in a build. If I do not have a reason to go Force of Nature in a game, which means that they only have like one Burst Mage and not too many instances of magic damage is kind of what you're like looking at with that one. Then you're looking at either a Rook Rune or a Spirit Visage. On Darius specifically, I do prefer my Spirit Visage over my Rook Rune because of the healing increase on this champion being very valuable. So I generally, if I don't go Force of Nature, end up going Spirit Visage in this slot. And then you're looking at Sterax and Death's Dance, Jaksho, Warmogs, Thornmail, whatever, really, to finish off the build. Selling boots always for Warmogs is fine, since it gives 8% movement speed alongside Relentless, alongside Blue Smite, alongside Deadman's Plate. Everything, you can reach your targets pretty easily, and you should be fine with proper Ghost usages. So yeah, that was it for Darius. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button below, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another one. Bye.